Hello everybody. In this video we're going to be covering one of the sections in chapter 5 of our text, molecules and compounds. In this video we're going to discuss the formula mass. This is a pretty simple concept given what we already know. It involves two things that we've been working on, being able to identify all the atoms inside of a formula and being able to know how much each one of those atoms weighs by looking up its mass on the periodic table. So even though this is going to be a short video, this is a really important concept. So it is important that you guys do understand how to calculate the formula mass in order to be successful in next week's content. So what is the formula mass? It's the mass of an individual molecule in the case of a molecular compound, or a formula unit in the case of an ionic compound. Other names for the formula mass are the molecular mass or the molecular weight. These are really kind of old names. It's really more appropriately called the formula mass these days. And basically it's the sum of the masses of the atoms in a single molecule or formula unit. So for instance, if we asked ourselves what is the mass of one molecule of H2O, well, we have two hydrogens, and if we look up their mass in the periodic table, it's 1.008 AMU, and we have one oxygen. If we looked up its mass, it would be 16 AMU. So 2 times 1.8 plus 1 times 16, we get 18.02 AMU, and that is the weight of one water molecule. We'll do one quick practice before we wrap this video up with something a little bit trickier. Let's see if we can calculate the formula mass of the aluminum sulfate molecule. So if we count up these atoms, we have our 2 here, indicating that we have 2 aluminums. We go to the periodic table, we can see its mass is 26.98 AMU. We have to remember we have a 1 subscript here that's presumed to be there, and we need to multiply that by the 3 outside of the parentheses. So we have 3 sulfurs for a total of, and each one of those weighs 32.07 AMU. And again, we need to take this subscript and multiply it by this one. So we have 12 oxygens. Each one of those are 16 AMU. So we need to do 2 times this, 3 times that, 12 times that. Add them all together, and we get a total mass of 342.17 AMU for every one of our aluminum sulfate units.